Good morning, YouTube. This is Dave with Thunder Decks, and I'll be profiling for you my Mermail deck. Let's get right into it. 3 Neptibus. This is the main starter card of the deck. Just allows it to go off. Don't need to say much about that. 2 Dragoons. Konami didn't bring this back to 3 like I was hoping they would. 2 Heavy Infantry. Infantry is definitely a lot better at 2 now. It's really good at hitting diagrams. And 2 Marksmen for hitting back row. I think 2 is actually a lot better than 1, but you can easily side out 1. Just depends on what you need. And 1, Deep Sea Diva, because it's still at 1. Thanks, Konami, for not bringing this back. That's it for the Atlantean portion. Don't need to say too much about it, because we all know what Mermails do. For the Mermail portion, we do play 3 Megalos, only 1 secret rare, for all you rarity people out there. This is the win condition of the deck. 3 Neptibus with the new secret rare artwork. I love this a lot. One of the best Mermails of the deck, just allows you to continue your plays. 1, Abyss Gund. Abyss Gund is probably one of the best recursion cards in the deck, but I don't see the need for 2, but you wanted to play 2, you easily could. I still like it at 1. And 1, Mermail's Pike, because you definitely don't really want to see too many of this. I think he's a pretty good card. And that's it for the actual Mermail portion. For the Miscellaneous portion, I do play 3 Gamma Seal. Definitely a heavy going second deck. Now that we don't have to worry about Zoo, this deck is definitely a lot stronger, so all we have to worry about is the Draco deck. And this, just being able to get rid of Masterpiece, is super, super good. And this is very helpful a lot, especially with getting rid of Masterpieces. 1, Mullen Glacia, the Elemental Lord. Luckily this one didn't get banned. Just being able to loop cards out of the opponent's hand is super good, and this can almost be done every single game. So that's why I like it out a lot. And then for this rendition, I am playing 2 Gofu. I'm playing Lynx in this extra deck. So Gofu doesn't come up too often in this build, and I only played 2 so that it doesn't clog. But whenever it does come up with this, we can actually make some pretty decent boards with the Link monsters, and I'll show you what we can do with it. And then 3 Ghost Ogres. You could easily replace these with Ashes if you wanted to. It's just another hand trap because we're going second, so being able to be as responsive to our opponent as much as possible is super necessary. And then 1 Maxi because we can only play it at 1. And that's it for the monsters. It's pretty heavy monsters. And then for the spells, I play 3 Moray of Greed for consistency. I like 3 a lot in this deck. I think it's really, really important for consistency. 2 Pot of Desires. I think 2 Pot of Desires is definitely necessary in the deck. You definitely want to do a lot of your searching first before you activate the Desire so that you don't lose anything important like Neptibus or Dragoons. But it's still a really, really important starter card for the deck, and I think it's super necessary for a deck like this. The 1 Upstart Goblin, because we are playing 40 cards. So we just make it 39, makes it Upstart Goblin. 1 Dark Hole, because it was just put to 1. Super weird hit, but I guess it puts the check on the board wipes, because we were playing 2, so I guess it's whatever. 1 Regeki, because we're playing it going second deck. 1 for 1 for Neptibus. Soul Charge, because it's super good. This card actually comes up a lot, and it's super amazing. And 1 Abyss Scale of Mizuchi for helping with OTK, and then 1 Abyss Sphere for helping go second, for helping go first, and also this kind of sets up a Regeki break on the opponent's turn. We play 1 Abyss Gaios, super good being able to set up, and Masterpiece hopefully can't get over this. If this is attached with the Mizuchi, Masterpiece can be negated with this unless he's unaffected by monster effects, but it's still pretty good, and also Masterpiece can't attack while he's on the field. Run Flare Dragon. Doesn't come up too often, but being able to burn the opponent for game is still super important, and I like this card a lot. 1 Big Eye, because being able to steal the opponent's monsters is pretty good, going forward into Link format. Just being able to steal their extra deck monsters is pretty cool. 1 Dweller, because Dweller's really good in this deck. It might not be as good with Dinosaurs kind of going away, but I still think Dweller is super good. And thanks to us playing Lynx, we can actually play the Bahamut Shark and Toad play. This is one of the reasons I even wanted to put Lynx back into the extra deck, because we can actually make this play again. I'm not playing the frogs in the deck, so we can't really make Toad by itself, but with Lynx, we can make Bahamut Shark and Toad. So it's super, super good, and it doesn't come up that often, but I think it comes up just often enough to be relevant. That's it for the XYZs. For the Synchros, I do play one Tatsunoko, opens up plays for the extra deck. That's basically what it's there for. One Bryonic, I know this is back to 2, but we only ever really needed the one Bryonic, so just play the one Bryonic. One Black Rose Dragon. Board wipes are still pretty necessary, so I still think the one Black Rose Dragon is pretty good. One Trishula, because this I can make Trishula, and being able to loop our opponent's cards is really good. And one Leo, having our own version of Towers, is pretty strong, and also, Masterpiece can't target this, so it's pretty good. And then for the last of the extra deck, we do play 2 Proxy Dragons and 2 Decode Talkers. Being able to just make these and go into these is super necessary, and it just opens up the extra deck a lot to us that we need. And that's it for the deck.
Will you take out any of these for the Starboy?
I was thinking about probably just dropping Proxy Dragons for Starboy, or maybe Decode Talker for Starboy. I haven't tested it too much in the future because I don't test cards that haven't come out. But you could drop I'd probably drop either 2 of these or the 2 Decode Talkers for Starboy, just to kind of give a feel, just to kind of open up the extra deck a lot to us, and I think it'll be super cool whenever he comes out. And that's it for my Mermail deck. This is probably one of my favorite decks to play of the format. It's not a deck I've been playing too much recently, just because I've played it so much in the past. I've taken it to so many different events, and I've had varying success with it. It's definitely a good, strong deck going forward. I don't know how meta relevant it's going to be, but with Zoo being gone, we don't have to worry too much about it, because this is a heavy-going second deck. Norden still being banned does kind of hurt a little bit, but not enough to make the deck irrelevant. And I think it could be a strong contender going forward, and I think you should definitely give it a try. See you.